Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, Virgo, it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. You are welcome to take what works and leave the rest. And just a quick reminder that if you'd like to get a personal reading, I offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, my lovely Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. Woo, first message came flying out. I don't react when people mention you. So somebody is playing it cool, Virgo. Somebody is pretending they don't care. Somebody is pretending that they are unaffected by what happened between the two of you. They're putting on a bit of a front here. Very interesting. This tends to be the energy of somebody who's like, too cool for school. It's like, I don't care what Virgo does. I don't care what Virgo's up to. Whatever, Virgo can do what they want. But inside, there's a lot of emotions that are swirling around. So obviously something has happened here between you and whoever you're involved with where it's like they're trying to play it cool and pretend they don't care, but deep down that they do. Okay, let's see where it goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo, please. Just being near you is intoxicating, yeah. It's like, on the one hand, they pretend they don't care and they're unaffected by you, but the reality is they're almost obsessed with you, Virgo, right? This is an energy of intoxication. It's like they can't get enough of you. So I'm kind of curious, like what has gone down between the two of you, because it almost feels like there was an intense connection. Maybe something caused a rupture in the connection. And so perhaps right now, you're in a bit of an unstable place with this person. Maybe you're not together. Maybe you're taking space. Maybe you're taking a break. But it doesn't change the fact that they're like obsessed with you, right? Even if they're pretending like they're not, even if they're pretending to everybody else like they don't care, it really seems like they do. Interesting. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo, please. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, yeah. They can pretend all they want that they don't care, but the thing is, they cannot get you off of their mind, all right? It's not just that they're thinking about you during the day, Virgo, it's that they literally can't even sleep at night. They stay awake thinking about you, thinking about what happened, thinking about the conversations. So it's kind of interesting to me because what I see here potentially is, like I said, maybe some shit went down between you and this person. You might be over here thinking they don't care, they're not affected, but the reality is they absolutely are. So even if you see this person acting like, I don't care, acting all calm, cool, and collected, emotionally, there is a lot going on below the surface here. It actually feels quite emotionally intense for your person internally, even though externally they might not be showing it. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. Now, what I'm going to do for the rest of the reading, Virgo, is look at this person and look at you. We're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking. I will look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcomes. So let's kind of dig into this dynamic. Tell me about this person who Virgo is involved with, please. Okay, Page of Swords. I'm chuckling here because this is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Page of Swords is sometimes seen as like the spying card of the tarot. It tends to show up when somebody is keeping tabs on you, but like they don't want you to know. So behind the scenes, maybe they're checking out your social media to see what you're up to, or maybe they're casually trying to get information from friends, but they're like not wanting to make it seem like they're directly asking, but maybe they're trying to overhear a conversation, Maybe two of your friends are talking and they're trying to listen in to get information about you. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. So again, even if you think they don't care, the Page of Swords to me definitely suggests that they're keeping tabs on you. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy right now. Six of Wands, pretending everything's fine, pretending everything's cool. They could definitely be throwing themselves into work to distract themselves or some sort of hobby or something else, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just going to pretend I don't care, so I'm going to do all these other things to distract myself. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy. And then the King of Cups, yes. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but guess what, Virgo? They love you. This is big energy of somebody who loves you, somebody whose heart belongs to you. So they can pretend all they want that they don't care. They can pretend all they want that they, can walk away and it doesn't matter. But the reality is those feelings are definitely still there. They're definitely there, Virgo. Wow. Okay, let's see what they could be feeling, please. Let's take a look at that. Queen of Swords. All right. I feel like they want to talk, but maybe they don't know how to take that step. So what I'm getting here intuitively is that I feel something happened between the two of you. You can feel free to share in the comments if you want. Something has happened here that has caused issues between you and this person, okay? And it almost feels like maybe it's that energy of like both of you being in this limbo where you're both like, well, I'm not going to be the first one to say anything. You know, if they want to talk to me, they can come talk to me. And your person might be like, I'm not going to say anything. If Virgo wants to talk to me, Virgo can come talk to me. You know, when you get in that stubborn energy, I feel like we've all been there at one point or another where you're like, well, they messed up, so I am definitely not going to be the one to make a move. And then they might be feeling that way about you. And then what happens is it just gets stuck. But what I see for your person is like they've kind of had enough of this stuck energy. It feels like they want to come towards you. It feels like they want to talk, but they might not know how. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling. What is this? We had 2 cards coming out, 8 of Wands and 7 of Wands. Definitely interesting here, Virgo. So 8 of Wands is a card of communication. It fits with the Queen of Swords. And there's a sense of like urgency and a fast-paced energy coming through with that 8 of Wands. So it's like your person is like, enough is enough. I want to talk to Virgo. I want to have a conversation. I want to move things forward. This is my little kitty cat, Fiona. She's come to say hello. I don't think she's come into the reading for a little while. Hello. This is Fiona for those of you who love my kitty cats. So she came to say hi to you today, Virgo. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like your person has a sense of urgency. There's something that they want to say to you quickly. But then the 7 of Wands kind of feels like they're not really sure how you're going to receive it, right? So there's a concern here where they're like, I want to talk to Virgo. I want to move towards Virgo and have a conversation. But they're like, is Virgo going to shut me down? Is Virgo going to slam the door in my face? Like, what's going to happen here? And so I see there is that concern where they do look like they want to reach out here, Virgo. Oh my goodness, Fiona. Fiona's like putting her little tushy on camera. How rude. But sorry guys, we haven't had a good kitty cat interruption in a while, and I know you guys love my cats, a lot of you, so hopefully you liked seeing Fiona, maybe a little more of her than you wanted to see. Anyway, yeah, there's a sense of like your person does want to come towards you, but they're like, is Virgo going to shut the door in my face? Is Virgo going to shut down? Will Virgo talk to me? And that's why I was saying there is a bit of that energy where I'm like, I do feel they want to come towards you, but they might not know like what is the best way to do that so that Virgo is open to it. So let's see what actions they could be taking right now, please. 3 of Pentacles, yeah. They definitely want to work things out, okay? This is a card that tends to indicate working as a team to fix a problem. A lot of the times, the 3 of Pentacles can also indicate going to counseling and getting some sort of support to repair something that's been broken in a relationship. And this is showing up in your person's actions. So hopefully this indicates that they're going to overcome any sort of uncertainty and be like, you know what? I'm just going to talk to Virgo anyway. I don't know how Virgo is going to respond, but I'm going to take the first step and I'm going to see what happens. And so I see them coming towards you because that 3 of Pentacles is in their actions, Virgo, and basically like saying that they want to try to work on things. I think they're going to be taking some sort of action right now to demonstrate that that's what they want. Tell me more, please, about what actions they could be taking right now. The Wheel of Fortune. This is good. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune tends to indicate a sense of like destiny, you know, feeling like you're meant to be together. So on the one hand, I definitely think that your person, they feel the 2 of you are meant to be together, even though, like I said, I am getting stubborn energy, and it could be you, it could be them, or maybe it's both of you. Like I do feel maybe your person has been kind of stubborn. Like I said, like I'm not going to be the first one to talk. I'm not going to be the first one to reach out, but sorry, there's children in my hallway screaming, if you guys can hear the background noise. I live in a building that has since been populated with children, and they like to run down the halls and scream. So that's the background noise. But basically, with the Wheel of Fortune is like, I think your person's been so stubborn and not wanting to talk, but the reality is they do feel like the 2 of you are meant to be together, right? And so that's why I think if they've been quiet, if they've been stoic, if they're like, no, I'm not going to make a move, I actually see that shifting where they're like, wait, why am I doing that? Why am I not talking to Virgo when the reality is I actually feel like I'm meant to be with Virgo? And the Wheel of Fortune also indicates turning, because that's what a wheel does. A wheel turns and it changes circumstances. So essentially it's like your person is trying to create a change in the circumstances between the 2 of you to move in a positive direction because they do feel that you're meant to be together. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking, please. or not Virgo, your person. Sorry guys, maybe this is your action too. But basically the world is like wrapping up this tough cycle. So maybe for both you and your person, there is a desire here to want to wrap up this tough cycle, move forward, move into a place of greater satisfaction and stability within your relationship. So it's kind of interesting because when I started the reading, I was like, what is this attitude for your person? You know, like I don't react when people mention you. And I was like, oh, somebody's up on their high horse. But now that we're getting into it, it kind of feels like they're coming back down to reality. I think they were being very stubborn at first, Virgo, and they're like, I'm not going to make a move. I'm not going to do anything. I think things are really shifting and they're like, wait, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? If I want to talk to Virgo, I should just reach out and talk to Virgo. So you could be seeing a big shift in their energy here. So let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy, please. King of Swords. Oh, that's good, you guys. Okay, so King of Swords is really strong energy of communication. So I am seeing here, like if your person comes towards you, because remember, they had the Queen of Swords, Virgo, I think you're very open. Because remember, I was like, your person might reach out and they're kind of scared, like, is Virgo going to be open to talking? The King of Swords definitely suggests that you are open to hearing them out and you're open to having a conversation. Tell me more about Virgo's energy, please, the Four of Swords. You've been doing a lot of thinking. You've been doing a lot of reflecting. I do think there has been space between the two of you. And I think you've really been using that space, Virgo, to get clear about what you want between the two of you moving forward. So there's a very like thoughtful, reflective energy. So if the two of you are coming together to have a conversation, I think that you're going to have some thoughts to share. You know, if the two of you decide you want to like work on things, it feels productive. It's like you might say, okay, I've been thinking a lot about our relationship, and if we're going to work it out, this is what needs to happen. Tell me more about Virgo's energy, please. And then Three of Swords. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. I think you've been really, 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 really heartbroken by what's been going on between you and this person. And it's kind of interesting because as I say that, what I want to say to you, like I'm intuitively getting the sense that both you and your person have been heartbroken about what's going on between the two of you, but both of you have kind of just been pretending it's okay. So when you look at them, you're like, do they even care? Because it feels like they don't. And then they're looking at you and they're like, is Virgo even upset about what happened? Because Virgo seems like they're totally fine, right? And so I think both of you have actually been really heartbroken about what happened. But like I said, both of you have maybe been trying to put on this face where it's like, I'm fine, it's okay. But below the surface, there's still a lot of emotion. I don't know, you guys. It's kind of a funny energy. I just feel like if you're both being stubborn, it's like somebody's got to make a move. It could be them. The energy definitely suggests it could be them. But you might also consider, like, if you love them, Virgo, and you want to be with them, like, you could also consider making the first move as well. I'm just saying. Tell me what Virgo could be feeling, please. The Empress, yes. You love them. You want to nurture the connection. You want to maybe have a family with them. If you know, maybe some of you already do. If you don't, maybe that's something you want in the future. Tell me what Virgo could be feeling, please. The Three of Cups, yeah. So I think something that's going to be really important for you right now is leaning on your support network. The Three of Cups to me feels like you could be reaching out to your friends and family for support to kind of talk through this, right? Because I just feel like maybe both of you have been stuck. And like I said, maybe both of you have been a little stubborn. And it's like you could be going to your friends and being like, I really love them, but like, I'm not going to make the first move, right? And your friends are like, yeah, I mean, sure, but like if you really love them, then what's the harm in making the first move? Like I could see you talking to other people and getting some potential advice and insight for how to deal with this. Tell me what Virgo could be feeling, please. And then the Ace of Pentacles. That's really nice, you guys. Ace of Pentacles is about a brand new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is a very loyal and a very devoted energy. And so as we get deeper into the reading, I definitely don't feel like it's over between you and this person. And I do think there's a hopefulness here to really bring stability back into the connection. And I do think there's a lot of love here as well. Wow. So let's see what actions Virgo could be taking, please. All right, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I like that. Seven of Pentacles is a very patient energy and it's very intentional. I actually like this quite a bit, Virgo. I'm getting some really good vibes here from the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel that the two of you do want to come back together, but like I said, somebody's going to have to stop being stubborn and take the first step, whether it's you or them. But I feel like if you do come together and you start to have these conversations, the Seven of Pentacles to me feels like having a very realistic sense of what's going on, right? So whenever I see a situation like this where there's been problems and challenges, you know, it's not necessarily that you're gonna solve it overnight, right? And I think you're looking at it and you're like, I wanna be with them. I know we've got some things to work out. I know it's not gonna get solved overnight, but because I love them, I'm gonna be patient with the process. So I keep getting the word like realistic associated with this card today, Virgo, where it's like, yeah, you know, if you decide to come back together and work on things, I think you both just have to be realistic where it's like, okay, we got some things to work on and it might take a little bit of time. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking, please. Love it. Ace of Cups. So you've got 2 aces here, okay? New beginning, fresh start, opening up emotionally, sharing your feelings. And I don't know, you guys, like I feel that the wall is coming down. Like, it's interesting because I think both of you have just been like, I just keep getting the word stubborn. You have to let me know if this is connecting. You know, like both of you have been stubborn and it's like, I'm not going to be the first one to make a move. But then once you do, it's like all the emotions start flowing out and it's like both of you are still in love and both of you are still connected. And I think with these aces showing up for you, Virgo, it definitely feels like you want a fresh start. You're like, okay, yeah, let's bring down that wall. Let's have this conversation. Let's try to move things forward. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking, please. And then the 9 of Wands, yeah. I don't think you're giving up on this. I think that you're ready to fight for it. You're ready to persevere. And I will say that I do see both of you being motivated to want to be together. But like I said, the big thing here, Virgo, is like somebody's got to make the first move. If you take anything away from this reading, that seems to be like the really big message here where it's like somebody has to be the first one to make a move. Or it could be like that situation where you stay in limbo forever because nobody makes a move. And then 10 years down the road, it's like, well, why didn't you just come and talk to me? You know what I mean? Okay, so moment of truth. Let's see what the potential outcome is here. Let's take a look at that. King of Wands, yeah. That's a nice outcome, you guys. Fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Potentially you're dealing with a fire sign. Whoever you're dealing with, though, there's passion. There's love, there's connection, and this is a very mature energy. So the outcome here is saying to me that you can bring that passion back into the connection together. You can bring that love and like crack it open again and be happy together and be confident in the relationship. The potential is there, right? There is the potential for your relationship to move to this very like, you know, mature, stable, loving, and grounded place, right? Where it's playful and it's fun and you guys are in love, but you're also confident in what you're building together. You can get there. Somebody's just gonna have to take the first step, okay? So that's what I see for you today, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy. The link is in the description box below the video. And of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.